as a patient. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
How's it, guys? Travis from Ostrich Longneck here. It's now time to start with the diorama. Still got to do the dirting of the tank, but I haven't got to that yet. Right now I'm just going through the thinking of how to do it phase. I've decided to make it look like there's an old wall from some sort of German fort or something which has been destroyed, but a piece of the wall where the gate area would have been is still standing. I'm going to use this piece of balsa wood, pretty thick, for a nice sturdy wall, and then I'm going to make it look like the Americans put up camp there and heard the Germans coming along and started getting into position to attack them. So this will be fun. Let's get over to the work area and start figuring out exactly how we're going to do the wall. Be back now. Okay guys, as I said, this is going to be my wall. At first I drew over here, thinking I'd make it like a sidewalk, and this is an industrial area, but I decided to leave that idea. So I'm going to put the wall over here, and then I'm going to make this all grass and mud. Maybe just grass, I haven't decided yet. So I'll put the wall up like that, and then have the American tank here getting ready to take a shot, and have the German tank here, but have the officer over here whose eyesight will be like that. I've just got to work it out so that where he is, he won't be able to see the tank. So have the tank something like that, but that it's just out of sight, that he can't see it, because if he sees the tank, then he will be screaming enemy vehicle, and the little Germans with him will run, so they won't be quite a surprise if he sees him. So I haven't quite decided exactly how I'm going to do this one. Of course I've got my other German officer here with the Panzer attack. That's going to be walking somewhere along there. And then I'm going to have this officer here with a grenade standing behind the wall in this position here, and then my other two officers with their guns running from this position to get into position. And I'm going to have some little crates and stuff in that area with some weapons to look like that they got supplies there for the other soldiers that's with him that is outside of the diorama area. But anyway, first things first is getting the wall done. Once the wall's done, then I can glue it in place, and then I can start putting on the texturing for the actual grass area. Since I don't want it to be perfectly flat, I want it a little bit like it's been trampled and it's type stuff. As I say, I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going to do, if I'm going to have some mud area or just grass, as if this area hasn't been disturbed in a long time. But anyway, be back with us now. Okay guys, this is my first attempt at a diorama, so hopefully this turns out nicely. Never done one like this before, so I hope this comes out decent. As I say, I've never done this before, so hopefully what I'm trying here works out, because I just want to get a nice thin layer of all of this. Would help if I had a roller or something. Unfortunately I don't. Let me see if this will work. Definitely suck at this. Good way of getting your hands dirty. Okay, I officially, truly and honestly suck. Yep, I suck at this. Okay, this isn't working. And my battery's deciding to go flat. Well, as you can see, I'm just making one big mess. I've got to put my camera on charge. So I'm gonna stop the camera now, and I'll be back as soon as I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Be back now. Okay guys, this is how far I am with the board. I used that putty stuff to do a piece of balsa wood for the wall. I smeared it on the bottom, but it didn't come out quite as smooth as I wanted it to. Sanding it is not quite working out because I'm going to sand too much down, so I'm hoping that once I put glue down and I put all the stuff on top, you don't really notice it's not that even. What I have to do now is just paint the wall before I start doing the grass and everything. As you can see, the base is pretty uneven. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do there. For better bases and stuff, I'll suggest going and looking at other people's builds. This is my first attempt, and so far it doesn't seem to be going all that well. Okay guys, I'm just going to put up my compressor and get my paint ready. I'll be back now. Okay guys, I'm back. What I did was just throw some wood glue down on top of the model, spread that out to try and get it a bit more even, and then I've given it a bit of primer. If you want a good video on how to do a diagram, there are people that do much better jobs. As I say, this is my first try. I'm just seeing how it happens. So far it's not turning out as I wanted, but it's alright. So if you want a better build, definitely go look at somebody else's video. But this is just what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to spray a slightly darker brown on the wall, and then that will be covered with a slightly lighter brown, and this area around it will also be covered with brown, so it will look like sand. Okay guys, that's how far I'm at the moment. I just want to get my spray gun ready and then we can continue. Hopefully I'll be able to get this whole base done in this one video, because I'm not planning on doing another one. Be back now. Okay guys, before I start spray painting, just want to apologize for the noise which the compressor is going to make. Most probably won't show everything, I'll just show the one half. Okay guys, I am spraying with the darker color first, which is the FX10, and then I'll spray over that with a lighter brown. Okay, let's get spraying. Okay guys, you get the idea so far. Let me just explain what I'm going for. This is a part of a wall of a fortification for like a nobleman in the German ancient times, like King Arthur's type era. Over here would have been a wood gate, which is no longer existing, and over here would have been wood walls with your stone wall which had been built up, which had been covered by like a mud type plaster. Now what I'm going for is that all of this has now disappeared with time, and it's just the wall that's left over. And the Americans came along, found this old abandoned villa type thing, and they set up a bit of a base camp here, and the Germans just happened to be going past to go and help reinforce something. So the tank and a couple of soldiers would be going past to join up with another division to help reinforce them. The Americans see them coming and get into position to try and ambush them. Okay guys, I'll be back for the next coat. Now, be back now. Okay guys, I'm now going to try spray just a little bit here and there of the lighter brown, just to try give it a contrast, so it's not all the same colour. Okay guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna let the paint dry. I'll be back now. Well guys, there we go. The diorama is done. What I did was I put on a little bit of extra brown paint, as I said, just to try to give it a little bit of a contour. It looks like it's did its job sort of nicely. Then I laid down some glue, wood glue again, and I took this fine turf and I lay it down and made it look like freshly grown grass that's busy coming up after a fire. In this area over here I've painted a little black to make it look like some burn marks around some of the grass, and there's some black, not around all of it. I've got some grass around the edges there. This is just another substance which I bought. As I say, there is much better people online to watch for this stuff. I'll just use this over here. Then I just cut it and put it into a little bit of wood glue, and then I stuck it around wherever I felt like putting it, some on the edges there, a little bit there, and all over the place. And then I wanted just a small little tree, so I put a little tree over there that's still small. I know you guys might say, "Oh, look, that tree's so small, it's out of scale." It's not out of scale if it's still a young tree that's busy growing, that's not full grown. So yeah, it's perfectly fine as a small young tree, not a full grown tree. Of course, a full grown tree would have to be a lot bigger, so don't worry, it's a young tree that's still busy growing, so that's perfectly fine. Then I took a lot of spare parts I had and I just glued it in place there, some rifles, machine guns and stuff, as if they'd put that down there for to distribute to the soldiers, the supplies and stuff. Basically the scene is the Americans have set up a camp here and they spotted the Germans coming along. In the tank is now waiting, looking in this direction, so when this tank comes along here, he can take a shot into the rear of the tank and hopefully disable it or destroy it. The two soldiers walking next to it as they're busy moving along this way. You could say to go and maybe join up with another squad of German officers, and these Americans are preparing now to do a little surprise attack. Just glue two stones in place just to give it a little bit more dimension. As I said before, I've never done a diorama before. I won't say this is the best looking diorama on the planet. There's people that can show you how to do much better ones, but this is what I want, so I'm happy with it. It's not the best in the world, but I'm satisfied. So there we go, guys, that's everything. Not sure what I'm going to do next, but in the next video I will show you the unboxing of whatever I'm going to do next. I got quite a few models for my birthday, which was a little while back. My friend bought me a couple of models, but that's it for now, guys. Be back in a second. Okay guys, that's everything done. The diorama part is done now. I'm happy with the way it turned out. It looks alright. It's a total fictional scenario, but I'm happy with the way it looks. I am busy with something else, but I'm not doing it as a video build. This is just a little project which I'll be doing on the sideline, something just for fun. Quite close to finished, but I didn't have enough of the decal printing sheets which you print the decals on, so I haven't got very far. I've got the top of the saucer done. I've taken an old Enterprise 3-in-1 kit where you get the Enterprise TOS, the refit and the D in one kit. I've taken the D because it was damaged and I'm doing a modification on it. There's the saucer plus the nacelles, which as you can see face down, and I've already done most of the top. This will be the USS Nebula, NCC 6147, but I forgot to put the 4 in, so mine is just going to say 6017. Little stuff up, but who cares. That's the first part. This is all just for fun, so this piece over here is not accurate, nor is this, but this is just for fun. This is just me taking an old model kit which is damaged. What I did discover is I was using the model quality lacquer thinners that you buy from, I think it's a Tamiya make. That's very good for taking paint off, but it also does damage your detail on the plastic model. It does wipe it down a bit. Then I ran out of that and I used Dettol. I put this whole saucer section in some Dettol and it actually took all the paint off. It takes a bit of time, but it did take all the paint off, and it doesn't damage the plastic itself. So if you ever need to take paint off a model, try some Dettol. It's on a small part and see if it works. If it does work, then you can use, and it's a lot cheaper. This will go in there like that. Still busy working on that part, and there you can see it becomes a Nebula class starship. So that's just a little side project. In the next video, once I've done some more progress on it, I will show you what it looks like. In case you're wondering where I got the templates to make this decals, because I printed it myself, I took this out of the Enterprise 7-in-1 kit. I took those decals, scanned it, and then printed it out on my own sheets. So you can look on the internet for this stuff, but that's where I got mine, in case anybody would asks. So that's how far I am with this little side project. As I say, it's just something I'm doing for the fun of it. It's not a build I'm videoing, but at least it shows you can take old model kits that are damaged, broken, and turn them into something else for the fun of it. As I say, this is not accurate in any way. The neck piece over here is completely wrong. I only realized I added too wide into this and too much of that after I looked at some other photos, but there isn't very nice views of how everything, the shape it has to go into. And for 1 to 2500 scale little model, this is going to be pretty awesome, just for the fun of it. Okay guys, the last things I've just got to say is, to everybody that's left comments, thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving comments, and I hope you guys enjoy the models I build. In case everybody wants to know about the Enterprise aircraft carrier, the way I did the shuttle bay, you can see in episode 1 there's a link that takes you to another bloke's build. I looked at how he did stuff, and I basically what's the word I could use, basically like MacGyvered myself through the build, figured out, looked at how he did the base and everything. There are templates you can buy for the correct way to cut your plastic and stuff, copper templates. You can see it in his build. That one is in episode 1. In episode 2 is where I give you a link towards the decals which I used on the inside of the shuttle bay, and a floor plan, a very basic floor plan. But that's basically how I did mine. I basically looked at his model build and figured out how I'm going to do mine. I just glued little pieces in, figured out, worked out from paper and stuff like that, and eventually I managed to get it done. But there is templates you can buy which gives you all the correct shapes which you've got to cut out, and it makes it easier. Unfortunately, I could never find it, so if you can, good luck to you guys. But anyway, that's how I did that one. So guys, that's everything for this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to be building in my next video. Just a little Christmas beetle which I threw out a second ago, and now it's back again. But anyway, I'll go catch him in a second. And that's everything for now. My diorama is finally finished. and we'll be off to the next model. I'm not sure what I'm going to be building, whether it'll be an aircraft or a Star Trek model. I haven't decided yet, but I'll show you the unboxing of whatever I'm going to build, and we'll talk about that model, what we're going to do in it. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave any comments if you want to. Please give me a couple of thumbs ups, it would be nice. I would love to be able to reach 1 million views on one of my videos, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that lucky. And if there's something you'd like to see me build, leave me a comment on the type of model you'd like to see me build, and then I will see if I can get that particular type of model and build it. So thanks for watching, guys. Live long and prosperous. Happy modeling. Cheers. And not that much longer to the new Star Wars, the most important movie this year. See you around, guys. Cheers.